Hey, what the hell's going on, you guys? It is Super Play NegativeAE, and welcome to Murderous Heights. This is a game I picked up a couple days ago, and I've been playing it ever since. I do want to say that I'm not being paid for anything that I'm about to say about this game. I just want more people to play this. I want this game to do well, because I like this type of game in general. So, for those of you that have no idea what's going on, this is basically Assassin's Creed multiplayer. I don't know if you guys have ever played that, but what that is it's just a giant game of hide and seek. You are trying to find someone, and someone is trying to find you, and all the rest of the people in the match are NPCs. So everybody that's not a player is an NPC. So like these people drinking at the bar are probably NPCs. This person is not an NPC because he's my quarry. But yeah, so it tells you where your quarry is on a compass, as you can tell, right under the time of the match. You see how it says 2 minutes 5 seconds. Right there, right underneath that, it says it's like a quarry tracker. It says quarry nearby. That means that one of these people in this room, my quarry. It also says right underneath that a hunter is near. That means someone is trying to hunt me in this room. I don't know who it is. I don't know who's trying to hunt me in this room. But I see my target go up those stairs, so I'm gonna try and follow them up the stairs. But it was the guy at the bar who was my hunter, and I got killed. So the goal of the game is to kill but not be killed. Act like an NPC, but also track down your target when necessary. As you can see, every time you spawn, you start by assigning a new quarry, and then eventually, right there, it tells you where your quarry is. And that little line gets bigger as you get closer to your quarry. Then below, you see how it just popped up a skull? That means I have one person on me. If there were two skulls there, I would have two people hunting me. That's how you know if you're in danger of being hunted, because that icon will turn red if the hunter is in the same room or can see you. So that's really helpful. In the top, you could also see right next to the time, I have my score. This game isn't measured by the amount of kills that you do, it's measured by your score. So if you see down below, I have an exposure bonus that says 4, now it just dropped to 3. That means if I kill someone right now, I'll have a 3 exposure bonus, or I'll get 3 points. And then on top of that, you see on the right-hand side, I have a weapon that will give me 5 points for killing with that specific weapon. And then you can run around the map and collect different weapons and stuff like that. So what just happened there was I tried to... Ooh, I got stunned. It's painful watching it back. I was trying to find my quarry. And I thought I found my quarry, so I went to go and attack my quarry. But in the middle of attacking my quarry, there was a guard there, and the guard catches you and stops you. Sophisticated win. Alright, so there's my one of my games. I'm gonna load into another one here and show you guys kind of like a full game as a different character and show you kind of what is up. There's levels in the game, but they don't really do anything as far as I know. I think that in order to get skins, you need to play a character enough in order to get a skin for them, so levels don't really matter. Here are all the characters. There's like a whole bunch of characters that you can choose from, and they're all free, like you can all just select them. The skins are earned by playing a whole bunch of games with them, and then the last skin of every character is earned by buying the DLC or whatever. So you get all the skins or whatever. That's all that's in the DLC as far as I know. As you can see in the right, I have my character, my skin, and then my 2 abilities. So this is where like game customization comes in. I like to pick counter and disguise for a couple of reasons, and I'll explain them during this match. Alright, so here we go. I start with a quarry. My quarry is nearby. I don't know where my quarry is, but they're on the same floor as me. Right now my weapon is worth 1, so I want to grab the one with 3 in order to get more points for my next kill. So now I'll earn a total of... Well, now I'll earn a total of 7 points because my thing went down. But
my murderous friend.
7 points.
I feel
So now I'm 7. I'm in first. I have 7 points, and I'm first place. It says down below that a hunter is near me, and I saw them come into the room at the exact same time as the hunter thing said a hunter was near me. So I was able to get that stun off really easy. That's another thing you got to pay attention to is your hunter bar and figuring out when your hunter is in the same room as you and when to act like an NPC, you know? Like if the hunter's in the same room, just pause. Don't move, don't do anything. Just pause and try and get the stun off because you get 3 points per hunter stun. So a hunter was just near me. I think it's that girl that looks exactly like me, with the same character. So I'm just gonna hide here for a second and watch the doors. Another hunter is near. I'm being tracked by 2 people here. I noticed that girl's moving weird, so she's the Corey. That's another thing you gotta look out for is like if people that are moving weird. It's almost like a giant game of Guess Who, or I don't know if you guys have played The Ship before. It's kind of like that. Like you want to find your people among the NPCs. So I see that a hunter is near, and he just started walking towards me. So I'm like, it's definitely him, but it's not him. So I'm spamming counter because what counter does on my Q is it makes it so if someone were to try and kill me, it would be terrible. I also think that guy's my hunter because he enters right as the hunter thing comes, but he's not, and I just get out of the stun in time in order to stun my hunter, and I get free 3 points. That's kind of what you want to do, is you want to get those free 3 points every time that a hunter is nearby you. That's why you kind of want to act like an NPC when someone comes in because you should be able to stun them. But yeah, so I have 2 abilities. I have counter, which makes it so I can't be killed for a couple seconds, which is really, 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 really good, especially if you're in a tight bind. There's 2 hunters near you and you don't know who it is. You can go ahead and pop the Q in order to not be killed for a couple seconds. And you slap the person silly so they are no longer your quarry. So someone is my quarry, and I don't know who it is. And I thought it was him, but it's not. The same floor. So I'm gonna go this way and try to see where he went. So I know they're in this room, but I don't know who it is. I think maybe they're in that circle. Maybe it's him walking away, and it is him. So I'm gonna go follow him and see if I can't get him before he is able to get away. I'm still in first place, so I don't need to worry very much. See him over there, but I'm trying not to beeline for him. Trying not to beeline for him so he doesn't think it's me. He did just throw a smoke bomb or whatever. So I knew it was him. And he didn't stun me in time in order to do that, so that was good. There's a lot of stuff going on in this game, like as far as like you get bonuses from different kills. Every so often you'll see like a red skull pop up in a like pointing in a different direction. That basically means that their exposure went too high. So as you can see, as I'm walking out of those dotted white lines, my exposure down in the bottom is going up. If that reaches all the way to the top, I'm exposed. That means all the hunters that are hunting me can see me with a green target, and all of the people I'm hunting can see me with a red skull. That means they can just walk up to me and stun me if they want, which is terrible. So a hunter is near me, so I'm scared. I'm gonna kind of try and walk away from that area. I also know that my quarry's nearby, so I try to fight that person, but it's not them. I thought it was her. But I didn't act on it because I didn't know if it was actually her in the quarry. There's a lot of like situations in which you think it's someone because the quarry says there's a quarry nearby. It's definitely him, but it's not. I'm just making sure that it's him. Sometimes you can never be too sure that it's somebody, and he's stunned right now, so I'll be able to quickly take him out. And that was my murderer. Sometimes that happens where your target is right next to your murderer, and that's kind of rough. But at least I got the points in order to get that done. So the idea is that in order to maximize out your points, you want to be constantly be switching out your weapons. As of right now, my weapon is only worth 1 point, but there's weapons around the map that are worth more. So you can, if you make a perfect kill and you've changed your weapon out to the max pointed weapon, then you can potentially get 10 points, 11 if they're, or more if they're exposed. You can get more if like
Back to the drawing board with that one.
you stun them or something like that. A hunter is near. I knew it was him. I should have activated my counter because I had it up, but I just didn't think to activate it right there. I was going to try and stun him so I didn't have to waste it. And I spawned right on my dead body. I like how your character just automatically assumes the talking position or plays a harmonica. So computer like. So I have 2 hunters near me, which means I'm probably going to be killed right here. And there's nothing really I can do about that. So we're doing poorly now. We started out in 1st place, but now we're in 4th place. And the reason why is because we're just not getting any kills. We're being lackluster in the kills or whatever. If we kill with this, we'll get a total of 7 points, which will put us up there. But I want this. Get a total of 8 points. If I can. So my Q makes it so I can't be killed, and my E makes it so my exposure goes all the way down, and I change into a different person. So if I'm walking around and I need my exposure down, I can press E and make my exposure go like to 0. That's definitely my quarry. So I'm just gonna murder him. So I got 6 points. I found out it was I knew my hunter was nearby, so immediately after executing that kill, I spammed Q, and I got my counter off. So when he tried to kill me, I slapped him in the face. So I'm about to be exposed, so I'm gonna sit in this white dotted line for a second, get my exposure all the way down, some points and stuff. That way I'm not too vulnerable. So we have 41 points. We're still 4th. So I need to hurry up and make a kill. So I need to move here. We're approaching our quarry, who's on the same floor as us. And our green bar is getting bigger. I think it's that red guy, but it's not. And I know exactly who it is. And I didn't get the click off fast enough.
But one is.
She transformed right in the circle, and I was like, oh, it's definitely them. But then I didn't click fast enough, and they got the slap off before I could kill. It's just kind of how things go in this game. Especially if you act like I wasn't acting very much like an NPC. NPCs have a very specific way of acting. So like I noticed that like if they enter a circle, they're bound to like stop in it and kind of talk for a little bit. So I try not to enter any like circles or anything like that. Also, there's a strategy where if you know that your hunter is nearby, you run through a group of people, and then it becomes harder to click you. You know, a lot of stuff that you can do. I think it's them, so I'm gonna activate counter real quick, but it's not them. It's scary because now I don't know who my hunter is, because they didn't try to attack me. Now I have a guard right here, protecting me from death, and I'm hoping that they go for the kill.
Well, that's over.
But they do not, and that girl gets the stun off before I'm able to get that kill. And that's a full game. That's a full game of that. It's just a giant game of hide and seek, trying to figure out where people are while also not exposing yourself to too much. It's really interesting. It's something that I've been playing kind of nonstop. I'm level 6 now, but this is back when I was level 4. So I'm learning a lot more about like what to do, how to act as an NPC or whatever. The idea that I have to switch my weapons out is always kind of like secondary, but I think I need to value that more and switch my weapons out for something great instead of just continuously killing with the one weapon that I have and getting less points. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button. Really appreciate it. Also, if you get this game, comment down below. I hope to see you guys in the next episode, whatever that may be. And, peace out, you guys. Thank you to DeadX Jester, Daniel N, and MeloDRXM for helping me out on Patreon and allowing this game in my inventory.